Hi guys, so we're here at Incheon Airport and I'm going to show you around Korea's first capsule hotel. And it's a lot different from what you might have seen in Japan if you've stayed in one or if you've just seen the videos. Capsules are literally like a tiny bed, but this capsule hotel is much bigger. You get a small room, so I'm going to stay in a room for a few hours. You can rent it hourly. So yeah, let's head there. It's right in Incheon Airport. You don't have to leave the airport at all. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. Hi guys, so I am in my double room with a shower. This is the biggest kind of room that you can get. At Darakhyu, there are 60 rooms in total, and there is one that is a single shower room that is accessible for people with disabilities. The rest are split between a single room with no shower, a double room with no shower, or single and double rooms with showers. So this is the swankiest capsule you're gonna get, and as you can see, I'm not confined to a small space. This is actually a really nice space. I could see how it will get crowded if two people are walking around in here, which is why I brought a second person with me, but this is a really nice place. So let me show you around. So far, the bed is super comfortable. I'm sitting on it and it is quite nice. So yeah, let's take a little tour. Testing the strength. Ooh. It's pretty good. So Darakhyu's architecture is very subtly inspired by the traditional Korean housing called hanok, which you can see pretty clearly in the wood paneling on the ceiling, as well as the kind of simplistic wood design outside, which is meant to look very similar to the screen doors, the kind of paper doors that you see in most hanok. So it kind of makes it feel really light and simplistic and not very heavy. I feel like when I think capsule hotels, I think, you know, kind of metal and very, very confined, but this has a very airy feel to it. This also only opened on January 20th, so right now is February 4th. So this is a very, very new hotel. There is super fast Wi-Fi all throughout pretty much the airport, but Darakhyu has its own. It's Korea, so it's probably faster than anything you've ever experienced before. I will also include the prices down below, but if you want to pause right now, this is what it looks like. You can rent a room for 3-hour periods during the day. So if you are really in a jam and your layover is just not long enough to go out and do anything, this is a great option. There's also heating and air conditioning, which you are in complete control of. There is a Bluetooth speaker that you can hook up to right by your bedside. You have 2 hangers, 2 sets of hand towels and bath towels. You have a sink and soap in your room. You're given slippers, you have tissues, you have a USB plug, a Korean style plug, an emergency button, and you're also given an Ethernet cord. As far as the shower goes, the shower is huge. It's bigger than what I have in my home, and you are given shampoo and body wash. There is no conditioner. It is a handheld and it's super adjustable, it looks like. Now you may be wondering, where is the bathroom? So you have your shower and your sink in the room, but the toilets are actually outside of the room. So I'm gonna go check that out right now. So the bathrooms are a very typical 2-stall public restroom style, and right next to it you also have one disabled bathroom. You're staying in a room that doesn't have a shower, there are locker rooms here which have 2 private bathrooms and a place where you can discard your towels if you want to. And there's the exact same hairdryer as well as multiple plugs either in the shower room or out here by the mirror, but they are all Korean plugs, so keep that in mind. Since I am a rather short person, I brought a rather tall person here to test the size of the bed. How tall are you? I will convert that to feet for people who don't use centimeters like me. The pillows are kind of like, not memory foam, but pretty hard. I think they're comfortable, but if you like really soft pillows, that might be something to think about, but I'm quite comfortable. I am back from Incheon airport. I stayed there, like I said, for 3 hours, and then afterwards my boyfriend and I just got dinner actually in the airport. There's tons of options, and then we went home. So I'm going to tell you just a few details that I didn't touch on, I don't think, when I was actually at the hotel. So first thing is, I wouldn't necessarily call this a capsule hotel. I think it's a clever way to market it because it definitely piqued a lot of people's interest, including mine. But they weren't really capsules. I could say that they could be called capsules because each room was built separately. They actually built every single room as its own entity, so they would just like pop it in and they can pop it out. Also, obviously not having the toilet in the room is something that is definitely similar to a capsule, because most capsules you only have a bed. So for some people, I feel like it's gonna be weird staying in what looks like a very nice small hotel room with a very nice bed and a little room to walk and possibly a shower, but then to not have a toilet. It's like a weird thing to not have. In like a true capsule hotel, you're kind of used to not having anything but the bed, but like having the few extra things in this capsule made it weird that a toilet wasn't there. But it really wasn't an inconvenience at all. I think they're assuming that most people will be staying for only like 3 hours or such, so, or like going to bed, using the bathroom once and like going to bed. So it's not for multiple night stays where you would like need to have a bathroom in your room for more comfort. So yeah, I really don't think it was a big deal. Like I mentioned in my written blog post about it, which is down below, it was pretty clean. Granted, this hotel is only a few weeks old, but just in the nature of the wall textures, the walls were kind of like how would I describe them? They weren't like cloth, but they were a wallpaper that was definitely like a cloth material is the only way that I could describe it. So there were kind of a few like scrapes already, but it seems like it's easy to clean. I assume. I don't know, but it like didn't bother me. If you're gonna have like a tan wall outside of a hotel room, it might get dirty. Also in the shower, like I said, I mentioned this in the written blog, but the public shower, definitely I must have walked in right when someone had finished using it, because the floor was still wet and there were like a few hairs that weren't mine. This was in the public one. In the one in my room, spotless, very clean. But yeah, the public one, I genuinely think that I walked in right when someone walked out after using it, because while I was in there filming and talking, a woman opened the housekeeper opened the door and like was about to go in and clean the shower, but like saw me in here and like closed the door and walked out. So I think I must have just hit it in like that small window when it wasn't cleaned. I'm hoping, giving them the benefit of the doubt here. I saw very recently used shower and then immediately saw a person coming to clean it. I'm hoping that it will continue to be like that if you guys choose to stay there. Other than that, I enjoyed my stay. It was super easy to check in. Like I said, it was a quiet room, room to walk around. I feel like if I was like unpacking and repacking my suitcase and there were 2 people in the room, it would be cramped. But also, why are you doing that? Yeah, I think that the use that it's for, sleeping quickly before or after a flight, it's perfect. I don't really have a strong opinion about the price. I'm a big budget traveler, so honestly, I would probably sleep on like the floor, which I would like hate myself afterwards. So for the people who are willing to spend more than like free floor space, I think that this could be a very good option. It's about from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. for 3 hours. It's about $20 for a single room. So if you're really in a jam, think about it. Say for example you have, you know, like a 9-hour layover, you don't feel comfortable going into Seoul, you're like me and you're a worrywart and you don't want to leave the airport. There's a ton of stuff to do there. You can see traditional performances, you can put on a hanbok, you can go and make crafts, Korean crafts, eat a ton of Korean food. There's a museum, like I said, there's gardens. It's great. So yeah, I think that this is a really cool option. I think my parents would really find a good use for it. When I was studying abroad, they came in March, and the way that their plane landed, I think they landed pretty late. I forget the exact circumstance. So they ended up staying at a hotel in Incheon. They had to find the shuttle bus, leave the hotel, stay there just for a night. They were probably in that hotel for less than 12 hours, and then get on the shuttle bus, find their way back to the airport, to find their whatever, to get blah, 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 right? So I feel like it would have been a lot easier for them to just catch some shut-eye. All they needed was a bed. That's the thing with hotels. Some people like hotels for all the facilities, some people just need a bed. And in this case, that's exactly what it was. So yeah, definitely a thing to keep in mind. Sleep there for a little bit, catch some shut-eye, maybe just spend the night to wake up really early for your flight, whatever. $20 to $40 might be worth it. I don't know, depends on you. But yeah, thank you, Darakhyu, for letting me stay there, especially when you had just opened. I think the facility's gorgeous. Incheon Airport is rated #1 in the world constantly. It's a great airport, freaking love it. So yeah, if you are visiting Seoul, if you live in Korea, if you're constantly going in and out of Incheon, definitely something to think about. All the links will be down below, and I kind of sum up everything in my written blog, also down below. Yeah, sorry that I talk so much. If you're new here, that's how I am. But yeah, for everybody else, thank you as usual for joining me on my adventure. And yeah, that's all I got. Okay, see you next time. Bye!